Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talking Health with Dr. Artist. Today, I am talking to an expert esthetician, Avis Oglesby, and today we're going to be talking about the important issues of dealing with skin. Now, the purpose of this too is actually to help strengthen you, to actually get you stronger for when you get out of this COVID quarantine thing and just coming in adjusting to the new norm. You know, with all the things that's going on in our lives, we want to make sure that you know exactly what you need to do to be the healthiest that you can be. With that being said, is that Avis Oglesby has taught me so much about skincare and taking care of my own hygiene and skin, and then also with just so many of people that I've seen her help along the way. Avis, who are you?
I am Avis Oglesby. I am assistant of Dr. Artist. I am an esthetician that specializes in skincare, lash extensions, full body waxing. I love caring for people. I love helping people feel their best at all times. So that's why I love aesthetics, and I love working around you and seeing you change the lives of the people that come in here. So that's who I am. I am the servant.
One of the reasons that we're talking about skin today, and skin is so important because skin can tell you what. What does skin tell you? When you come in and you see people, they might have a rash, they might have a breakout, what does that tell you as an esthetician, as a professional?
Well, okay, first thing it tells me that they're stressed out, that they aren't giving themselves a lot of time, that they aren't giving themselves a lot of care, and they aren't really taking care of themselves. And so maybe life has gotten a little too busy for them. Maybe their schedule has changed and they aren't able to take care of their hygiene as properly as they would like. But that's what that tells me, that that person needs to slow down and take some time to themselves real quick.
What about diet? Because diet play a part in your skin?
Oh yeah, it absolutely. It'll let me know if you're not drinking enough water.
Right.
So it lets me know if you're eating too many greasy foods, if your face is coming in and you have a lot of acne and you got a lot oily. It lets me know that maybe you're not getting enough sleep. If you're coming in, your eyes under your bags are full. It lets me know that you've been out in the sun too long and you're not wearing any sunscreen. If you have age spots, if you have those fine lines, your skin tells a story. It tells a story more than we know.
That being said, like when you're talking about skin and you're talking about, telling a story, what advice would you tell people now with everybody using hand sanitizers, washing their hands, using masks to protect their face? What would you say to the general public out there? What do people need to know about, especially hand sanitizer?
Yeah. So balance is the thing. Yeah. Balance is very important. And so with too much anything is bad for you. So yeah, with all this stuff going on now, we are told that we got to wash our hands more than what we usually do. We are told that we have to wear masks for long periods of the day more than what we usually do. So that's why we're getting these masks. I don't know if anybody else can experience it, but you're getting breakouts where you wear your mask. You get maskne, is what they're calling it now. But too much of anything is bad for you. So what I would say is just get some balance, and you will want to pay attention to what it is that you're eating, the intake, because as we get older, our bodies cannot handle the same things that we were able to handle when we were younger, like milk, for instance. Some people, they love milk, but they don't know that they're lactose intolerant, and then that's how you got breakouts, and then they're wondering like, well, I keep breaking out, but my diet hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. I still eat the same thing. Oh, well, you're getting older, and that lactate is breaking down, but diet definitely plays a big role in our skin. Our skin is our largest organ. So if anything our body's going through, our skin is going to show that. Our skin can tell you whether you're stressed or you're having hormonal issues, whether your skin if you have a breakout on certain parts of your skin, that lets you know that certain parts of your body needs attention. Maybe you need to fast. Maybe you need to go out and exercise. Something, your skin tells everything about what's going on.
Hold on for a second. Now, as a male, I've had only a couple of facials in my lifetime, but I've not heard of any estheticians telling people they need to watch what they eat. They need to fast. Why is it that you feel like that's so important? I mean, from a professional point of view, from your opinion. You see the irritations of the skin stuff clear up when they do that? Is that why you're recommending?
Absolutely. And even myself, I use myself as an example. When I started to study school, I did not have any knowledge on skincare or anything. And so as I was going through the schooling, I was using myself as a guinea pig. And one of the things that I noticed that as I was doing all the treatments that they would be telling me, my teachers would be recommending, a little stuff will work, only little stuff will work. But then it wasn't until I had to kind of use my own common sense and kind of like slow down and do more research on my own. Then I figured out, well, nutrition plays a big part in our skincare. And so that's something that I'm addicted to now. And that's something that I study a lot on, even in my free time. But that's my number one recommendation, because our body carries so many toxins and we don't get enough chance to release them. Like, yeah, we get to release them through when we use the bathroom and stuff, but I really feel like if you, at some point in your life, if you went throughout all your life and you've been doing these same things, eating the same things, you need a break, and you will have to detox. You will have to detox. You will have to reset your body. If you want different results, you're going to have to do things differently.
Exactly. That's one of the things I always say, with patients that come into the office. The one thing that they have to do is they have to change the behavior that actually caused the problem for them to So people, they don't want to change until they're about to die almost, right? Or they actually got a big event and they got this huge rash on their face. But
then now, like, they want to clear it up next day, and it's not an overnight thing. It's something that you got to work on. Having good skin is a job.
Okay. No, that's good points, and this is all good stuff that is relevant. With being cleanliness and overdoing it, can you overdo it with like washing your hands or with hand sanitizer? What's the long-term effects of constantly using some of that stuff that you've seen?
Yeah, well, first of all, your hands will dry out and it will throw the pH off of our skin, of our natural skin level. Our skin have a natural pH level that we have, and using all these toxic things, this throws our pH level off completely. And so using too much of it will definitely dry you out and will throw your pH balance off. And you will need to do some treatments to get your pH balance back to where it needs to do. You'll look dull. You'll lose elasticity. You'll lose the collagen in your skin. You'll become saggy. And it's a number of things that can happen. But if you catch it at the right time and you change your behaviors, you can definitely reverse some of the problems that you're having. Whether it's like the sagging or the fine lines that you want to erase or the dark spots. You can definitely change behavior is going to give you different results.
So with that being said, like, going through, what's a typical consultation like with you?
Well, a typical consultation, like, you will come in and you'll get your skin analyzed under a light. And what that light is going to tell me how much water you're drinking, whether you're drinking enough water. They'll tell me hyperpigmentation. They'll tell me if you got sun damage. Hyperpigmentation, when you have dark spots when your skin isn't leveled out, like, you want your skin to be even toned. And so you have certain spots that's lighter or certain spots that's darker or something. And it comes from acne scarring. It can come from another thing, age spots from being out in the sun and not wearing sunscreen, definitely. So you come in, you're going to get your skin analyzed, and then we'll do a basic facial. When we do the basic facial, what I can find is letting you know how clogged your pores is, what we need to do to unclog them. I can let you know what treatments that you can do at home. And so it's just going to be a basic facial. You'll get your steam treatment, you'll get your mask, but you're also going to get the recommendations that should be used at home. And so that from that point, I'll find out your skin type, whether you're dry, normal, oily, or combination of both. And just by me touching your skin and giving you the facials and everything and seeing where your collagen is depleted at in your face, I'll be able to recommend the services and the at-home products that you need to use.
Oh, wow. So you need to take care of your skin just like you take care of everything else.
Yeah, you should be taking care of your skin twice a day, like you do your teeth and your face, like you do your body. When you washing, you should take baths twice a day. You should wash your face twice a day, in the morning and night. Definitely, because when we go out, so if you wash your face in the morning, then you go out, you're around all these toxins that's coming from the car, the UV radiation. Just being around so much stuff outside, the debris, and then you go home and then you just think that it's cold. It's okay to just wash it with water, and it's not. Right. It's not. We need to. You get you a solution. You get you a cleanser that you use for morning and night.
Now,
and that way you properly cleanse your skin.
Even with moisturizing your skin, like, all things aren't good that we put on. Is there certain things that we need to avoid in products that we wash our face with? And even stuff that we use for moisturizers, like if we don't want dry skin, there's certain things that we need to avoid
Yeah, so most of the time, people don't even know their skin type. Some people will be like, oh, I'm dry. And then when they get to me, the T-zone is oily. So coming in for a consultation or going to go see a professional is the best thing that you can do to find out your skin type. Because, I mean, you have your own, you know yourself, but going to a professional to figure out your skin type will definitely help you get the right products. Because some people use the wrong product. You have an oily person that uses Vaseline, and they don't need that. And so getting your skin analyzed and getting the right products from a professional is definitely going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big thing for you to do.
Okay. And so that's interesting, man, because so Vaseline, is that a good moisturizer?
It's not a moisturizer at all.
It's not a moisturizer at all.
It's not a moisturizer at all. You want something that's going to go in your skin and moisturize the skin over time, not something that's just going to sit on top of it.
So what is that, just protect it?
Yeah, so just a protecting barrier. Yeah. So I don't know if you remember back in the day when your sister or your aunties would get permed, they would put the Vaseline on around the barrier,
right,
around the head, because it's a protective barrier.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. I've seen that now, but not knowing what it is. Being too, now that we're starting to come out of quarantine in this time and day and time, the weather is hot. People are gonna be outside. They're gonna have different, parts of their skin exposed. What's the importance of sunscreen, and what type of sunscreen should we use?
Sunscreen is very important. So depending on the skin type, lighter skin and darker skin, of course, that's a big difference. You have some sunscreen that will leave a sheer tint on it. So that's why I always have the darker skin look for my recommendation for darker skin is when you get a sunscreen, you need to look for something that has zinc oxide in it. The zinc does not leave the white sheer on your skin.
Okay.
And so it won't be too chalky when you leave it on. It'll actually just melt into your skin. So if you have a darker skin, you want to look for a sunscreen that has zinc oxide in it. Everyone should wear sunscreen. Okay. Men, women, white, black, yellow, everyone should wear sunscreen, because we think that even when it's not sun outside, the UV rays are still out. So even when it's a gloomy, rainy day, you need your sunscreen. If you're going to go outside, even if it's just getting in and out your car, you want to make sure that you use a sunscreen in the morning as your moisturizer. When you're at night, you can use an oil or something, but in the daytime when you're going outside, you need to make sure that you have a moisturizer that has an SPF in it. An SPF should not be any lower than 30, not 30%, but just a 30 level. It should not be lower than 30. You have some that's 50.
Black people should wear sunscreen.
Oh yeah, black people should.
I've always had it as a myth, and that's some people actually believe that. That's only not of color. And so one of the things that I want you to clear that up, and you can still get skin cancer. You can still get a lot of different cancers that UV rays can damage the skin. So we
aren't as at risk as we would be for a Caucasian person, but black people are still at risk of getting skin cancer. Yes, and different shades of black people are definitely, we have different shades. So we have the lighter and the darker. So everyone definitely still needs to wear a sunscreen.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. You got people out here right now that are in the house. They got aging spots developing in their skin, on their arm, face, wherever. What would you say to them? What do they need to know?
They need to know that they need to wear sunscreen. Sunscreen is the best thing that's going to help with those aging spots and those sunspots on a lot of people. So when you are going outside, that sun is drying you out and it's making you wrinkled and it's giving you don't feel it, but over time it does. Okay. And so you think even if you're going to skip a day to go out on sunscreen, you're still going to pay for it. So
are you saying like anytime you go out, you need to have sunscreen on pretty much?
Yeah, anytime you go out, you need to have sunscreen. You need to have sunscreen on your arms. You need to have sunscreen on your face. Any skin that's going to show while you're out, you should definitely have sunscreen.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is good to know. Now, the other thing too is, as coming from a male perspective and a male point of view, we tend not to pay as much attention as women do to our skin, our face, stuff like that. What is it that males need to know? Coming from you, I've seen you do facials on men and women. What is it that you wish all men need to know, what they need to do to take care of their skin and what they should be looking for, what they need to do? What is it that you want us to know?
I want you guys to know that your skin is just as important as a woman's skin. Okay. And it's crazy because you guys tend to have usually better skin than the women, but because you guys exercise more, you have better diets than us. So it's a lot of factors that play into that. But men actually definitely needs to, what I noticed is that if you have too many steps in a skincare routine, then a man is not going to do it.
Right.
And so what I like to do is just give them simplistic steps and give them products where they can maybe do an exfoliant and wash in one, and they don't have to take too many different steps.
Right.
And so I would say you need to put that time in, and you definitely have to. If you don't want to be saggy, you don't want your back, then you definitely will want to take care of your skin. Just like you would take care of that barbershop, them haircuts and everything. You guys need to take care of your skin as well.
Because we don't want to be older and looking older than we are.
Yeah, but a lot of this is just having to unlearn bad habits and relearn. People, self-love is just now becoming a thing. So people are putting a lot of more into their selves is what I'm seeing. Even the men, they're even like going to get manicures and pedicures. Like they are taking more time out for themselves.
So with this being said too, you brought up an interesting point about self-care and taking care of yourself. This is a way to actually help you to reduce stress too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's actually a lot of women love to come and get facials during their downtime because it helps them. And again, the facials come with massages. So who wouldn't want to love a massage with their facial? So definitely take some time out for yourself and go do some things that's gonna enhance not even outside beauty, but the inside beauty. Do something that's gonna enhance you and make you feel happy.
Now, one of the things that I want to touch back on before we circle back and wrap it up is, as a functional medicine practitioner, diet is so important and probably about 90% of our health. And if we're not careful about what we put into our body, it's going to show. One of the first signs that it shows is in the digestive system. And one of the second signs it shows with distress in the digestive system, the second sign it shows is in the skin. And most people develop some kind of rash and stuff. And they typically go to get these cortisone creams or these steroidal creams to actually help with that. But if they actually clean their diet up, a lot of this stuff can happen. I know from just experience in my household. But, I want you to really hit that down before. Have you seen certain types of foods that can actually irritate the skin?
Yeah. Cutting into a gluten-free diet actually plays a big part. And cutting out dairy plays a big part in a lot. One of my one of my clients, he is a young man, and he has real bad cystic acne where his acne comes up in cysts. Yeah, so he has cysts. His acne is terrible where it becomes a cyst, and so he goes to a dermatologist. The dermatologist gives him all the strong medicine, and I just actually had to reel him in and say, can you just be my model and I can show you what it is that I can do for your skin without you even taking any of that stuff.
Right.
The first 2 weeks, things were clearing up, but I noticed that I also was using a lactate cleanser for him. And so using that specific cleanser had me ask him about his diet. And when we went on to talk about his diet, he told me like, yeah, I love milk, I love cheese, but I do think I'm lactose intolerant because it messes my stomach up. I said, okay, well, I think that this is the problem why when you come back, you clear up when you're done, and then you come back, and then you have a lot of these breakouts. And then so I suggested that we leave dairy alone for a week. The week that you come to me, how about you just do no dairy, anything, just uptake your water, don't do any cheese, sour cream, no dairy, nothing. Okay. And I want to see something. And so when he did that, he didn't have any breakouts. He was like, I didn't break out anytime because he was so used to just having bumps, new bumps every time he woke up. He was used to that. He was used to that. And so when that little thing right there, and of course I'm pretty sure that we have to hit some more stuff in his diet, but that little elimination right there helped him with the breakout. So now we're just trying to clear up the scarring that he has, but he hasn't had any active breakouts in the last 4 weeks.
Wow. So
and he does not, and so instead of he loves milk anyway, but has switched over to lactate products, and so that's what he's been drinking. And so that's what I think that we might have hit it on the head with that, like not using lactate. And so I cut out the lactate cleanser that I was using for him to have milk in it, and so he's using an all plant-based cleanser, and so it's been going good.
One of the things I want to reiterate is diet is so important, and I'm glad you brought that up and you used an example of an actual client that you had. One other question I might have for you too is, how do people get in contact with you if they want to find you?
Well, I do have a website. It's holisticvibes.com. WHOLISTIC vibes VIBES.com. And also you can call 708-614-1414 and ask for Avis.
Okay. Okay. Now, one last question I ask every single person before we wrap this up, because I want to be respectful of your time and other people's time that are watching. If you had to leave a message to the world, and it's the last message that you want to leave, what would it be?
Oh, my message would be love yourself or nobody will.
Ooh, this is good.
Love yourself or nobody will.
And so you help people love themselves by taking care of their skin.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
I help people feel it. Yep.
That's good. That's good.
Yep.
So you're not really taking, you're helping them with their skin, but you're also helping them with their self-confidence too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so a lot of women that come to me say, I used to have this good skin when I was younger, and I don't know, since I've been in my 30s, I've been getting this breakout, or since they have been so much hormonal issues that it's like they have to put on this makeup, and they are very self-conscious, and all they want to do is just be able to walk out in their real skin. And so once they complete that, they are a whole nother different woman.
Oh, wow. That's powerful. Yeah. We're going to end on that note. And Avis, I want to say this is the first of many. So
thank you.
That. And if you want to get in contact with her, you can she just gave her information. But I thank you for joining me today, and let's discuss skin. And we'll continue.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Talk to you later.